Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Speak English Podcast USA. Today, we're beginning a new series for episodes designed to prepare you for going to the doctor. Why this topic? Well, the truth is simple. At some point, whether you live abroad, travel, or study in another country, you will need medical care. And the very first step is usually the same: booking an appointment. Making that call can feel stressful, especially if you're not confident speaking English on the phone. Don't worry. I'll show you the most useful expressions, share some realistic dialogues, and at the end, we'll practice with a point of view story so you can really start speaking more automatically. Useful vocabulary and expressions you phone a clinic or a doctor's office. You usually speak with the receptionist or someone in the scheduling department. Here are some very common and practical phrases you'll need. I'd like to make an appointment. It's the standard and polite way to begin. Do you have any openings this week? Openings means available times. What is the earliest appointment available? Use this if you need the soonest possible option. I'd like to see Dr. Smith. If possible, if you already know the doctor's name, you can request them directly. I need to cancel my appointment. Or, I'd like to reschedule my appointment. Is this covered by insurance? In the U.S. especially, it's common to ask if the visit is paid for by your insurance. Questions you may heart receptionist will also ask you some questions. Here are the most common. What is the reason for your visit? You can answer simply, I have a fever, or it's just a checkup, or I need a prescription refill. Do you have insurance? You can say, yes, I do, or no, I will pay out of pocket. Out of pocket means you'll pay the full cost yourself. Do you need a referral? In the U.S., sometimes your family doctor must give you permission to see a specialist. Realistic example, essential one. Routine checkup receptionist. Good morning. City clinic. How can I help you? Patient. Hello. I'd like to make an appointment with Dr. Lee. Receptionist. What is the reason for your visit? Patient. It's just a routine checkup. Receptionist. Okay, Dr. Lee is available next Thursday at 2 p.m. Does that work? Patient. Yes, that's fine. Thank you. Example 2. Urgent situation patient. Hello, I feel very sick. I'd like to see a doctor as soon as possible. Receptionist. I'm sorry to hear that. We don't have same-day appointments, but we can see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Patient. Yes, tomorrow morning is fine. Thank you. Example 3. Rescheduling patient. Hello, I have an appointment on Monday at 3 p.m., but I need to reschedule. Receptionist. No problem. When are you available? Patient. Anytime on Wednesday. Receptionist. Okay, we have Wednesday at 11 a.m. available. Patient. Perfect. Thank you. Extra vocabulary walk-in clinic gives a clinic where you don't need an appointment. Cancellation fee gives a charge you may pay if you cancel too late. Now, let's practice with a point of view story. If you want to practice more, get my premium courses, speakenglishpodcast.com/courses point of view story. Learn grammar now. Let's practice with a point of view story. I will tell you the same story, but in different points of view. This will help you practice grammar in a natural way. Past tense third person. Last Thursday, Emma decided to call the clinic. She wasn't seriously sick, but she had a strange problem. Her left ear was making a funny noise. Every time she moved her jaw, she heard a little click. When the receptionist answered, Emma said, "Hello, I'd like to make an appointment with a doctor." The receptionist asked, "What is the reason for your visit?" Emma explained, "My ear keeps making a clicking sound," but the receptionist misunderstood. Her hearing wasn't very good, and she thought Emma said chicken sound, not clicking sound. She typed in the notes. Patient hears chicken sounds in the ear. She offered the earliest appointment. Monday at 3 p.m. Emma agreed and wrote it down. On Monday, the doctor read the notes and looked surprised. So, Emma, you hear chickens in your ear. Emma laughed. Not chickens. A clicking sound. The doctor laughed too. That makes much more sense. Chickens in the ear would be very unusual. Then the doctor added with a smile, maybe our receptionist needs an appointment as well. Her hearing isn't the best these days. They both laughed, and Emma felt much more relaxed. In the end, her ear problem was nothing serious, and she left the clinic in a good mood. Part 2. Past tense first person plural last Thursday. We decided to call the clinic. We weren't seriously sick, but we had a strange problem. Our left ear was making a funny noise. Every time we moved our jaw, we heard a little click. When the receptionist answered, we said, "Hello. We'd like to make an appointment with a doctor." The receptionist asked, "What is the reason for your visit?" We explained, our ear keeps making a clicking sound, but the receptionist misunderstood. Her hearing wasn't very good, and she thought we said chicken sound, not clicking sound. She typed in the notes. Patient hears chicken sounds in the ear. She offered the earliest appointment. Monday at 3 p.m. we agreed and wrote it down. On Monday, the doctor read the notes and looked surprised. So, you hear chickens in your ear. We laughed. Not chickens. A clicking sound. The doctor laughed too. That makes much more sense. Chickens in the ear would be very unusual. Then the doctor added with a smile, maybe our receptionist needs an appointment as well. Her hearing isn't the best these days. We both laughed, and we felt much more relaxed. In the end, our ear problem was nothing serious, and we left the clinic in a good mood. Great. I love using stories like these. They're easy to remember and really helpful for learning English. A bit of humor also makes the process more fun and enjoyable. You can find more of this method in my premium courses. So far, we practiced how to make an appointment and how to check in at the clinic. Today, we'll continue with the next step, talking with the nurse. Usually, before you see the doctor, a nurse will ask you a few questions about your health. The nurse may also take your temperature, check your blood pressure, and write notes for the doctor. Useful vocabulary and expressions. Here are some common questions and phrases you might hear from the nurse. What brings you in today? Meaning, why are you here? How long have you had these symptoms? Do you have any allergies? Are you taking any medication? Do you smoke or drink alcohol? Please step on the scale to measure weight. I will take your blood pressure. Please roll up your sleeve. And here are some answers you might use. I've had a cough for 3 days. I'm allergic to penicillin. I take vitamins every morning. I don't smoke, but I drink coffee every day. Realistic examples. Example 1. Routine questions. Nurse. Good morning. What brings you in today? Patient. I've been feeling dizzy for a week. Nurse. Do you have any allergies? Patient. Yes, I'm allergic to peanuts. Example 2. Taking vitals. Nurse. Please step on the scale. Patient. Sure. Nurse. Now I will take your blood pressure. Please roll up your sleeve. Patient. Okay. Example 3. Symptoms. Nurse. How long have you had this pain? Patient. It started yesterday afternoon. Nurse. Does anything make it better or worse? Patient. It gets worse when I eat. Extra vocabulary. Symptoms gives the signs of illness you feel in your body: fever, cough, pain. Medication gives medicine prescribed by a doctor. Allergies gives reactions to things like food, pollen, or medicine. Vitals gives basic health measurements: temperature, blood pressure, pulse, weight. Now, let's practice with a point of view story. If you want to practice more, get my premium courses, speakenglishpodcast.com/courses point of view story. Learn grammar now. Let's practice with a point of view story. I will tell you the same story, but in different points of view. This will help you practice grammar in a natural way. Past tense, first person plurale. I'm Jake. Yesterday, I went to the clinic for my appointment and sat in the waiting room. After a few minutes, the nurse called my name. She asked me to follow her into a small room. I sat down and she asked me a few questions. She asked what brought me in that day. I said that I had a sore throat and a fever. The nurse asked how long I had these symptoms. I said that they started 3 days earlier. She wrote everything down very carefully. Then she asked if I had any allergies. I said that I was allergic to penicillin. She nodded and wrote that down too. Next, she took my temperature and checked my blood pressure. She said that my temperature was a little high, but my blood pressure was normal. Before leaving the room, she smiled and said, "Try not to get worse while you wait." I smiled politely and waited for the doctor. Version 2, present tense. Third person plural, they go to the clinic for their appointment and sit in the waiting room. After a few minutes, the nurse calls their name. She asks them to follow her into a small room. They sit down and she asks them a few questions. She asks what brings them in that day. They say that they have a sore throat and a fever. The nurse asks how long they have these symptoms. They say that they started 3 days earlier. She writes everything down very carefully. Then she asks if they have any allergies. They say that they are allergic to penicillin. She nods and writes that down too. Next, she takes their temperature and checks their blood pressure. She says that their temperature is a little high, but their blood pressure is normal. Before leaving the room, she smiles and says, "Try not to get worse while you wait." They smile politely and wait for the doctor. Version 3, future tense. Third person singular, Jake will go to the clinic for his appointment and will sit in the waiting room. After a few minutes, the nurse will call his name. She will ask him to follow her into a small room. He will sit down and she will ask him a few questions. She will ask what brings him in that day. He will say that he has a sore throat and a fever. The nurse will ask how long he has had these symptoms. He will say that they started 3 days earlier. She will write everything down very carefully. Then she will ask if he has any allergies. He will say that he is allergic to penicillin. She will nod and write that down too. Next, she will take his temperature and check his blood pressure. She will say that his temperature is a little high, but his blood pressure is normal. Before leaving the room, she will smile and say, "Try not to get worse while you wait." Jake will smile politely and wait for the doctor. Great. I love using stories like these. They're easy to remember and really helpful for learning English. A bit of humor also makes the process more fun and enjoyable. You can find more of this method in my premium courses.